1,000 horse horsepower. I mean, you pretty much could get a lot of cars for that much. For a truck, they only could get 350 miles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they were going to do it, they really need to expand the range. Like, if they can justify it to where it can go
1,000 miles.
at least 1,000 miles. Well, my bare minimum, I would say, to justify that cost would be 1,200 miles, nonstop, going, up and down mountains. I'm not talking just straight highway.
Oh, because when it go up and down mountains, cut that thing in half. And then my whole thing is, one of my friends had a Tesla, and when the battery died, they literally had to get it towed to a charging station and let it charge. So let's just imagine you was going in the middle of money, and then your Hummer truck died.
Just so you know, if you ever catch me buying an electric truck, I'm totally going to be that asshole that has a generator in the back that's running, charging that bitch so I can drive.
I mean, I would do the same thing. I mean, it's the only smart thing to do, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to figure out how you justify $112,000.
That's what I don't get. Like, I want to know what they're putting into it. Like, I mean, are the seats made from, like, straight up cow? Like, does the cow still in that bitch?
I mean, maybe you get a free steak every day when you eat it. I mean, when you get to eat, Hummer bring you a free steak every day.
I mean, does it come with, like, free shit? Like, do they, clean your vehicle once a month for you?
Maybe you get free maintenance for 10 years.
Even then, I'm not even sure that shit would be worth it.
I'm trying to make it work.
I know, I'm just saying, but, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to throw in some serious, like, they better cover this shit for at least the next 15 years.
Well,
like, bumper to bumper.
Whenever the new upgrade come out, you could get it for free.
All right, I would pay that.
Yeah. All right, so we have a chance that Max would get the new Hummer in 2023. I already see the way he's looking. He's going to get it no matter what. He's going to be the guy that we're going to make a YouTube video. And it's going to be like, hey, look at Max get the new Hummer.
Right, slapping myself. Well, why did I buy this?
I'm going to remember this episode and be like, Max was talking all this shit, but was the first person in line to get it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I bought stupider shit for less reasons. I mean, I bought a Ford Explorer Sport just because it had twin turbos and it was fucking stupid fast. Oh my god, I loved it.
It was stupid fast, but that gas went down. Stupid fast.
I've never, I get worse gas mileage in my truck, I swear to anybody listening to this.
I mean, first off, it was twin turbo, plus it was so heavy.
Yeah, no, I had it with everything in it. Like, that thing was balls to the wall.
I mean, it was like a tank. When you ride in and feel like a tank, you feel like you was some presidential type person, but I one time I was like getting out and hit my knee on a panel and I was like, this thing hurts.
Yeah, I love that thing to death, but it was not worth it. I ended up getting rid of it because I was only averaging, I think, 6 miles to a gallon.
That sounded like the old Hummer miles.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much was. It was like the H1 miles. Because, I mean, I used to have the H3 and, I mean, I loved it. Like, dude, you could go around turns going like 60 and set it on 3 wheels. And it would still stick to the road. It was amazing.
That don't sound safe.
I mean, it wasn't, but, I like to show off. And that was in high school whenever I had it.
Well, guys, what I'm getting at is Max going to get the new Hummer. We also probably going to get the COVID vaccine by then, too. So maybe Max could hand out his COVID vaccine while he was in his Hummer.
Yeah, there you go. We did a drive-through. But riding in my new Hummer.
And then maybe you could pick up Jeffrey and then he could masturbate in your Hummer.
Whoa. Hey, man, you're going a little too far here. I don't want to get some shit all over my new seats,
Well, maybe you could drop off your car and then get on the Hyperloop. Maybe hold up, I got it now. The Hummer could go to the Hyperloop and connect to the Hyperloop and then would it be worth it then?
Sure. I mean, why not?
I mean, I still can't justify $112,000 for a piece of shit truck that's only going to get like probably 350 miles charge.
I know what we can do now. You know how we can get it? CarMax. Or not CarMax, shit.
Carvana.
Yeah, Carvana. They have that stupid 7-day free trial bullshit. Dude.
I feel like they will never give people away this Hummer for $112,000.
I'm pretty sure they'll give you whatever you want. And then we could just be like, no, I don't like it. And we get to try it for 7 days. And then I can be like, I had it. But then I won't actually have to feel like a piece of shit of myself that I actually bought it.
So, Carvana, don't listen to this podcast because Why should they do it for every car except this car? And then, like, it's this guy named Max Q, and he's the reason why y'all cannot get the new Hummer.
Oh, pretty much. But hey, I mean, if they do, you can guarantee yourself I'm going to be doing this.
I don't guarantee that I'm going to be one of the first people to try to do that 0 to 60 in 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, that would be fun. The best part is you probably would be able to hear it. They'd probably just be like, me.
But then you're going to hear that battery need to be charged. Depleted 1/3 of your battery doing this. What?
Well, that's what they were saying is half the issue with a lot of these electric cars is that, like, yeah, they're fast, but they claim if you actually, like, speed with them and you don't just do it as a gentle, like, granny kind of style driving, that, like, it'll apparently, like, super deplete your batteries stupid fast. Like, I mean, even in a Tesla.
I mean, let's use common sense, guys. Anybody who has a phone, in 1 minute, back in the day when you used to charge your phone, like, the charging didn't last as long, and then you get more of a richer battery. I wonder how bad is the battery depletion is. Like, when the battery gets corrupt and then it get less and less of a charge.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be something cool to look up.
I mean, I'm just thinking about, like, with phones wise, it's like, I remember my old iPhone, I used to charge it all night and it only lasted for 4 hours, and that's when they were like, hey, yeah, your battery is like only 50% being used. The other 50% you can't use it ever. And that's when I said, you know what, guys, I'm just going to update my phone.
Yeah, I've actually come to find out a lot of that shit's actually corrupt. Because apparently there's a way that a lot of companies have actually put chips that are attached to your battery. So, like, if you charge it, like, if you don't follow their exact directions, that on how exactly, that's why they tell you to deplete the battery first and then completely charge it, because your battery actually has a memory to it now, and if you don't deplete it completely to where it won't turn on, apparently it'll save it to only charge that little bit of amount that was charged to begin with, and that's all you're going to ever get, and then it's slowly going to decrease over time, and then once you hit a certain amount of charges, it's pretty much like they guarantee it to quit working so that you need to buy something else.
Well, so you hear first. Once a week, let your phone die. At least.
Well, I just mean whenever you first buy it, like you let it go completely dead, and then do it. It's the same thing with drills and everything like that.
The funny part with my phone, when I first got my phone, I was literally showing off to everybody what's on it, because it lets you. Normally, when you get your first phone, the phone would be like at 50%. Literally, for the first 2 days, my phone was dead, because literally it died, and then I was like, oh, I charge it. So I charged it, and then literally did the same thing. I forgot my charger, and then died again.
Yeah, I remember back in the day whenever you used to have to carry around a shitload of portable charger. Or at least I did anyway. I used to carry around like 4 or 5 chargers to keep my shit charged all day.
Forget that. I remember back in the day when you could used to charge the brick, Nokia, or the Razor, and your phone used to last all day. From literally 8 o'clock in the morning until you get home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Your phone would still have juice, and you still could play games and music.
I know, shit. I have a phone from, I want to say, like 2005. It was an old military phone. I mean, it was the civilian version, but it was the same thing. And, like, to this day, it still works better than any phone I've ever bought. And I'm just like, this is some bullshit.
Well, that's a good way to end this podcast. Mac's going to get the new Hummer for $112,000.
And cry myself to sleep, just so y'all know.
But this is the end of the podcast. Thank you, everybody. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also, email us questions. We're starting to get some better questions. And then we'll go to our Patreon episodes. We're starting to do a Patreon episode every week. Y'all have missed the discount of our Patreon now that Patreon is $10. But please join it. And until next time, that's all.
Have a good night.
Everybody have a good night.